right, shalom, shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone. Shalom to you. I can push the word in truth and sincerity. So, really quick, this is a PSA. All right, GMS Somalia. There ain't no GMS Somalia. All right, it's not a part of GMS. We are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with this individual. All right, we know that these individuals are agents because one thing is for certain that they can't come up against the word, so they'll try to blame the ministry. All right, or they try to make us look bad. It's a coward move, and we're dealing with individuals that's not going to play fair. All right, we're the only ones that's playing fair. So, we're going to be, at the end of the day, we're going to be justified in what we say. They're going to try to make us out to be some villains, the T word, the errorists. All right, okay, and they can try their best, but as of late, this is what's been going on. They can't you know figure out any other way to try to compromise what we're doing, and you can't, because this ain't of the flesh. This ain't us just putting on bed sheets, going out there and cursing the white man out, cursing black people out, so on and so forth. This is way much more than that, and these people are going to find out the hard way. So this individual, all right, I guess the brother pointed it out. I guess he put this message on his lesson. All right, and you see what it says. I choked my rib to death, which is absurd, man. You ain't supposed to be putting your hands on the woman, man. All right. But they'll do that because there's there's the factor that people are emotional. All right, and they can easily try to lump us in there with individuals. All right, and try to put us out as scum. But at the end of the day, man, and then you got this other guy, terrorist for Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, right? Which is completely absurd. All right, the Lord, the scriptures don't say nothing about being a terrorist for somebody. If anything, the scriptures go into being a martyr. Even the Lord was, he was murdered, okay, because because of the words, all right, because of the truth, all right. And I do have a few precepts, with these two individuals, all right, who put in comments on the comment board. They're agents, all right. You're gonna see more of it because, Acts 5 and it's like Acts 5. Here, where we at? Acts 5. Let's see, 30. All right, 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. Right? Right. Will they leave us alone? Hell no, because we got the truth, and they're set up to be antagonizers. All right. And the scriptures talk about blessed is he that's not in the congregation of the Psalms 1 and 1, the congregation of the scorners. All right. And then we're dealing with a world of scorners, people that come against the truth, and at this point, people don't care for the truth, people settle for lies. All right. So verse 38 again, it says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. Right. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. You see? So if it was of us, this thing would have been sabotaged. It would have been over with. We wouldn't been out. I wouldn't have been teaching 14, 15 years. The elders wouldn't be out there for 30 plus years. And elders, been teaching for 10 years and 15 years and gaining fruit, and weeding out the bad and bringing in the good. All right. Constantly growing in the spirit. All right. That wouldn't be happening. Okay. But since this ain't of this world, all right, they're going to try to irritate us to the point, or at some point, bring it. Of course, agents come in with the sabotage. All right. Just so at some point, because we know there's going to be a crackdown on things that said on the internet, they probably even interrogate us or whatever the case may be, but they ain't gonna have nothing on us. Okay, because we work, we actually better than a regular day citizen. But I'll continue. I digress. All right. It says, but if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High. And that's what these individuals are doing. They're fighting against the Most High. Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. Because the rhetoric of violence, that's what they want to tie us to violence. They want to tie us to terrorism, right? So we can be the boogeyman, right? So they can have a justification of murdering us. And that's all this. That's all these devils are doing, man. That's all they. That's their mo. They don't have no other way they can do it, all right? Because they're not spiritual individuals. They're carnal. So they need the carnal. Uh, they need the excuse. They need to justify the means to come in, swoop in, and to try to stop the work of Yahweh Shema Shah. But it's not going to happen. We're justified by what we're saying, you know. And for the most part, these are the words of the Heavenly Father, and we are completely in agreement with it. All right. So yeah, man, you know, this guy terrorist. I don't even want to say the name with that because it's completely off. All right. But there ain't no terrorists for Yahweh Shema Shai. There ain't no terrorists for Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord doesn't command us to strap any type of devices to us to go, and he damn sure don't tell us to kill. And the scriptures tell us, suffer not as a murderer, suffer not as a robber. All right, or you know, the scriptures tell us that straightway. All right. So this is of God, and they can't overthrow it. And this is why they mad. So the agents are going to pop up. You're going to see more rhetoric trying to tie us to terrorism and trying to tie us to violence. You know what? Fuck you. And that's a big F-U-C-K. Fuck you. All right? Because you ain't going to sabotage what the Lord had built. You see? And that's a lot. See, a lot of you are going to get a rude awakening, a wake-up call. Okay? And you're going to know you fucked with the wrong people. Okay? So, Salaki. All right. Let me see. Where do I want to go? Let's read this. All right. It's Isaiah 29:18. And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. All right. And that's happening on the spiritual level. All right. That's happening on the spiritual level because our people are spiritually lame, spiritually deaf, spiritually blind. Okay. It says the meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord Yahweh, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught. All right, and that's Esau. And the scorner, all right, the mocker is consumed. And soon the mocker is going to be consumed, right? And all that watch for iniquity are cut off. You see? So they're watching for iniquity, they're watching for wickedness, right? They're going to be cut off. Okay. Here's the point here. Isaiah 29:21, that make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. You see, so they're trying to make a snare. They're trying to trap us. Why? Because if we reprove, we correct in the streets, in the gates, in the openings. All right. And they're trying to make us an offender for a word. So certain words that we say and they don't like, it triggers them. They're going to try to make us an offender. Meaning they're going to try to take us to the judge or you know, call the police or try to even tie us in with these terrorists. So what Homeland Security can come and pick us up. No, they want all of that type of shit to happen to us. Why? Because we have the truth. All right. It says they and lay a snare, and that's what this is. That's what this is. A whole fucking snare. You know, because we don't care. We don't care for the average person, the average white person. All right. We're speaking or the average Negro, Latino, and Native American. If you can't get this word, you can't get it, right? And it really, common sense would tell you to just move on. They batshit crazy, but we know we're not batshit crazy because we got the spirit, we got the truth, and what that drives them mad. So they can't. They can't. It's like a woman that's obsessed. Okay, not even, you know, the guy don't like her. She whack, you know, and you just can't get over that, right? That's how these agents are. All right, that's how these people in the world is, because we got the truth, man. All right, and it's evident. If we didn't have the truth, they would leave us the fuck alone, right? The world love its own. Okay, so it says, right, so that make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, right, and turn aside the just for a thing of not, and that's what people doing. All right, try to turn aside the just for a thing of not. All right, so you're gonna have traders, you're gonna have people who already trade. All right, they already turned sides. All right, who couldn't uh who didn't take the opportunity to understand this truth, which it wasn't really for you, right? It says, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, all right, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not now be ashamed. You see, so we ain't got to be fucking ashamed no more, right? Because we got the truth. We have the understanding, the understanding which they held from us and kept from us. All right. And now they're scratching their heads like, how in God's name did they get this understand? How in God's name did they find the truth out? Right? It was the Lord. All right. And they're gonna find out the Lord is about to wax strong. We're about to wax strong because of the judgments of the Heavenly Father. Our boldness is going to be made manifest because of the judgments of the Heavenly Father. All right, neither shall his face now wax pale. So we're not going to be ashamed. All right, we're not going to be ashamed. Okay, we're going to be full of life. All right, and these while everybody else going to be suffering because they don't have any faith. 2 Peter 2:1 it says, but there were also, that's in NLT, KJV, 2 Peter 2:1 it says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. So these guys, you know, they don't have no lessons, but when you check their pages, they don't have no lessons. But that shit right there, they want to incite something, you know. All right, and that's why you got to be careful what the fuck you say. All right. So it says, even as there shall be false teachers among you who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. All right, which is damnable doctrines. All right, teachings that shouldn't even be, things that shouldn't even be said. All right, even denying the Lord that bought them. So you got people that's going to be teaching and they're going to be denying the Lord who had made it, who made this thing for us to do. All right, who made this truth to go out. All right, which is it's a gift, right? So you're going to even have false prophets, saying, bringing down the word, saying shit they shouldn't be saying. All right, okay, even denying the Lord that bought them. Right, He redeemed us without price, but the price was His blood. All right, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. All in all, really, the Lord is going to sort out and weed out those and who ain't for Him, for the truth, and He's going to save those who are His. All right. Here's the point. Here it says, "And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of." All right, and so they want the truth to be in a bad light, but you can't put the truth in a bad light because the truth itself is taking over everything. And regardless how these people come, is this was already written. All right, and the time of the scorners is going to be up, right? And these people are going to have to answer for what they're saying. Okay, so a lot of people have a problem with what our teachings. So this is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith, all right, our belief, okay, of God without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified, which we will in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. And we're going to overcome, all right, when they take us into their interrogation rooms or they take us to court, we're going to overcome because of what we're saying is in line with the Lord's will. You see, at the end of the day, they can do or say or whatever the hell they want, but it's the Lord that has the final judge. Okay, and so you know these people are hypocrites in the world. Nobody really is bringing out the truth for what it is, and you know, word for word. All right, okay, and hacking at these topics and as the scriptures say, pulling down the strongholds. Everybody is doing their own damn thing, and the only one that's preserving this truth is the Israelites. Is us, in fact. Great Millstone and affiliate camps, you know, who are teaching the right thing. All right, which those affiliate camps they're supposed to be they're supposed to get down, you know, get on. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. You know, you of course you're gonna have these individuals, these agents. All right, which we are not, we have no affiliation with these individuals. Especially you'll know by their talking points whether they of Great Millstone or whether they're not. And that's one thing that's clear. But you know, their efforts will fail. All right. So yeah, man. Lord willing, you know, this was edifying. But you know, watch out for these individuals, man. Watch out and stay vigilant because we are coming into the times where things are going to get a lot more tighter, and they already are. You know, things are a lot more tighter in the spirit. All right, and you got to be able to you got to be have your head on the swivel as Ephesians 5:15 goes into fact. I didn't want to make this long, but it's kind of, you know, certain things that kind of, you know, light a fire in the. So I know brothers probably doing 2 or 3 minute videos, but who knows though? I haven't checked them all. But Ephesians 5:15 is to see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. And that's what we do. We are in evil times. We have the vilest men in the world that are in power. All right, and wickedness reigns. Okay, nobody is taking heed to righteousness except for the elect. Okay, so we gotta walk circumspect. We gotta see all around us because they're gonna be idiots. They're gonna be fools. They're gonna be agents trying to cling on, trying to lump us in or trying to attach us to violence and all of this other shit. We don't have to put our hands on nobody. All right, we don't have to do none of that shit. We'll leave that up to the so-called white man and these carnal Christians, which it could be a Christian. They want, they want blood, man, because they're losing and they're losing bad. All right. So redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And this is part of the will of the Lord. All right. You got the scorners, the scoffers, those that come against us because what? This is a real, this is one of those real underdog movies, man. All right. We are the underdogs. All right. All we have is the truth, the light, the understanding, and that's what we're conveying to the world, you know? And because our words are stronger than theirs, their lies, our truth is stronger than their lies, they're gonna try to come after us, all right, and try to connect us with the most vilest people and try to make us seem to be the most vile, to make us seem to be violent and all this other shit. I have at it, man. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to answer to Yahweh Shemal Shine. He's about to make known that this is his earth, all right, and a lot of people are gonna be brought into judgment, okay, because it's that time and it's long overdue, all right. So and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, all right. And you can be drunk with wine, and of course it's a spiritual, all right. Um, you can be drunk with wine with your own thoughts, your own motives, your own feelings, your own opinion. Okay, but we walk after the Spirit. So with that, Lord willing, to edify until next time. Amen. Shalom.